It usually does.
Yep.
Howdy.
There you go. What's up, folks? We're here in Thomas's garage today. We're going to be installing dual caliper brackets. We're not going to do the whole e-brake install today, just because we don't really have time. The most important thing is to get the brackets going. So I know I had talked to the folks over at DSK about getting this done. I was going to go there, but I know you guys would rather see me bust my knuckles on this, and I'd rather do it myself anyway. Thomas reached out, he's going to help me, so we're going to hit up the folks at DSK another day for some other stuff, so don't worry, we'll be back there.
Yeah, we'll do the shirt trick too.
Yeah, so he's got some really cool tricks that he's going to show us. Yeah, so pretty much that's it, so we're going to go ahead and jump into this thing. Alright, so fast forward a little bit, we got the knuckle off of the car. Didn't show you guys that because you guys have seen me take my wheel and my brakes off a million times. We got the knuckle off of the car, and while we were doing some test fitting, we broke off a bolt inside of where we're looking at mounting these brackets. So we have to extract that bolt, and then we're going to move forward with trying to come up with something. We thought these things were steel. They're not. They're aluminum, so we're going to actually have to make something that bolts onto it. So today's going to become a little bit more of an adventure than what we expected. So we got the man for the job right here.
Figure it out.
Going to make it happen.
Adventure.
Alright, so this is the type of stuff you learn when you're with Thomas. So basically, I snapped off a bolt inside the hub. What he did is he welded this washer to the top of it because it was deep down in there. And then he put the bolt on top of that. And, you know, obviously you can't do this with the Harbor Freight welder. But he made it work. And so now we're back on track. So, these are the holes for the dust plate thingy. Dust shield, and we're gonna build a platform off of this that's gonna bolt here. Then we're actually gonna build a tab on top of that for the e-brake. So good thing we got Thomas here, because the ideas that I had in my head were way overcomplicated.
We'll drill it out first so we can use a bolt.
Yeah, we're gonna put a larger bolt in there. We're gonna weld that down, and that's gonna be that. Alright, so this is how it's looking so far. We've got 4 tabs on here that we bolted to the knuckle and drilled out. And he's going to be welding those bolts on so that those will basically never come off again. And we're going to build a platform off of that the bracket is going to sit on.
While I'm here, I'll just run the dust.
Yeah, it's definitely that's video worthy right there.
Good stuff. Alright, so pretty much this is the platform I was talking about. We're going to take this back off and weld on the inside. And we've got the caliper bracket all lined up. And we didn't even expect it to turn out to be so dead on. And I don't even know, where'd you get that from?
That's just a random one. We're gonna make new ones of these, but this is just to show you, like, I mean, this is how pretty much perfect this is.
Yeah, so really it's just off by like literally like a hair. And once we weld these tabs to it, that'll be it.
It's not even off, man. I mean, it's it's gonna be raised up like that for clearance. That's where the shirt method's gonna come in.
Okay.
And that's totally fine. I mean, the tabs that we weld here are gonna be, I mean, they're right centered up. I don't think we're gonna need to do double layer. We'll do 1 layer 1/4 inch. It's gonna be nice.
Excellent.
And it's gonna be just high enough off of here that the weld on the back side of that, it'll have clearance.
Cool. So. Alright, so this is the t-shirt method. Go ahead.
T for Thomas. Thomas Miata. So this is just kind of a random idea that I came up with when doing some of these calipers, brackets. You want clearance, even clearance between this face, and this face. Like the way I was doing that was I was like jamming a little piece of metal in there, trying to make it work washers, things like that. What I came up with is a shirt. Just get a shop shirt, towel, whatever, fold it up a couple times. I usually fold it over twice so you've got 4 layers in there. Lay it across the rotor like that. Take your caliper bracket, put it on there.
Yeah, well, you got it, dude. I don't even know. It's just crazy.
It's a little loose right now. I might do another fold, but basically that will guarantee you a clearance around everything. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more layer. You don't want it to move. You want to have to hammer that on there. So fold it one more time. There we go. That's what you want. So now we know we've got clearance all the way around. We can rotate our rotor like that so that we can put this guy in a different clock position. I'm just going to line this one up straight. Now we're going to cut some tabs, drill holes, bolt it up, weld it on, call it a day.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is coming together well. It's really good. Brackety.
Cool, so that's what the unfinished bracket looks like, and pretty much at this point we're just going to finish doing the welds on the inside, shave off some extra metal, and clean this thing up, and then we'll be ready to go.
Together.
Alright, so Thomas is finishing up the second bracket over here. Smoking hot. I didn't show you what it looked like with the bracket over here, but we'll show you when it goes on the other side. But I'm getting ready to put this caliper on, and it's going to look awesome. Alright, so fast forward a little bit and the dual caliper is on, and that looks completely awesome. One thing to remember when you do this, make sure that your bleeder screw is always above, at the highest point that you can put it at. So in order to get this done, since the caliper is made to be on the back and not the front, this is the opposite side. So the right side goes on the left side goes on the right side. So that's pretty much your only pointer there. Anytime you're installing calipers, if you don't know which side goes to what, just make sure that your bleeder screw is up. If your bleeder screw is down, you'll never get your brake fled. So pretty much we're going to finish up the other side, and that's going to be it for this install. We're not going to do the plumbing and piping today because just don't have time. I may wait a little while to get that done, but that's what it looks like so far. Alright, so one more look at it with the wheel on, and that's pretty much how we're going to leave it today. We're still working on the other side there with Thomas. So pretty much as far as this setup goes, there's really only, this setup is completely unique. This is the only car with a bolt-on system, dual caliper system for the IRS. There's 2 other cars that I'm aware of that have the dual calipers on the IRS. One of them belongs to Steve Mass, who is the guru for all drift parts for Mustangs. The other guy is Vaughn Gittin Jr., who of course has RTR at his disposal, and he can pretty much get whatever he wants. He has that on his drift missile car. You
should film your face while you're talking about that.
Oh, okay.
Just point at the wheel.
Yeah, Thomas wants you guys to see me, so.
This is regular paint right now.
Okay, so anyways, okay, so he just finished up the other bracket, and we're gonna go ahead and throw some paint on that. But anyways, like I was saying, Steve Mass, Vaughn Gittin, most of you guys that watch this channel here are gonna stick with the solid axle. If you're interested in doing a dual caliper set, hit up John Duncan for the dual caliper bracket that he makes for the solid axle. That's your best bet. As far as that goes, that's pretty much it. Huge shout out to Thomas. Go over to his channel. He's gonna have a more in-depth DIY for how to do this. So if you do have a similar setup, you may want to show this video to a fabrication shop if you want to try and get something like this done for yourself, or try it yourself. I definitely would not do this in my garage by myself because I don't have a mini fridge welder. You definitely you can't do this stuff with the Harbor Freight welder. So pretty much that's it, folks. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Mini fridge welder.